Everything in this armor came from the ground. Not a craft store, not a workshop, just things this artist found on a walk. I come across a lot of art online, but every now and then, something makes me stop scrolling immediately. This artist, who goes by粘花贴草, creates miniature fantasy costumes entirely from natural materials. Fallen leaves, seed fibers, shells, even the wings of a butterfly she found already dead on the pavement. And somehow, all of it comes together into something that looks like it belongs in a fantasy film. The piece starts with these dried holly leaves. On their own, they're just leaves most people would walk past, but look at the shape of them. Those sharp points almost look like they were designed to become armor, and that's exactly what she sees. One thing I love about this artist is that she doesn't force the materials into something they're not. She looks at what's already there and builds around it. Then comes the moment that caught me completely off guard. She shows a butterfly she found on the ground. On screen, she explains that it had already fallen naturally and wasn't disturbed. She writes, "I use its remaining wings to let it continue to exist in this world." And honestly, that line tells you everything about her approach to art. Most people would see something that's reached the end of its life. She sees the beginning of a new piece. As the video continues, you start noticing how closely she studies nature itself. The shapes of fern leaves, the symmetry of palm fronds, the textures hidden inside seed pods. It's almost like she's collecting design ideas from the forest. And then you see the craftsmanship. She pulls these incredibly delicate white fibers from a plant and turns them into flowing fabric for the costume. Not fabric that imitates nature, actual nature becoming the fabric. Then, she holds up the crown with a pair of tweezers, and this is where the scale really hits you. The entire piece is smaller than a fingernail. Tiny shell fragments become spikes, little red berries become decorative accents. Every detail is carefully placed by hand. At full size, you'd assume it took weeks to make. At this scale, it's even harder to comprehend. And then, we get the final reveal. She places the finished figure beside the roots of a tree. Suddenly, all the individual pieces come together. The holly leaves become armor, the butterfly wings become a layered battle skirt, the white fibers become a flowing cape, and standing there in the middle of the forest is this tiny warrior queen who looks like she was born from the landscape around her. The figure is only a few centimeters tall, but the amount of detail makes her feel much larger. What I love about this artist's work is that it changes the way you look at ordinary things. A leaf isn't just a leaf. A seed pod isn't just a seed pod. Even something as fragile as a fallen butterfly can become part of a story. Most of us walk through nature without really noticing what's around us. Artists like this remind us to look a little closer, and sometimes that's all it takes to find something extraordinary.